We're gonna do a 5-minute warm up and then go through a 12-minute full body HIIT cycle. There's 6 exercises in the circuit. We're gonna do each exercise for 30 seconds and then take a 10-second break, basically just long enough to switch to the next exercise. We're gonna cycle through all 6 3 times. So it's a total of 12 minutes of work. It takes us about 4 minutes to go through one cycle. Then we'll take a break, but if at any time during that cycle you feel like you need a break, go ahead and take one at any time. And then we'll do another full body 12-minute cycle, and then 8 minutes of core, and finish up whatever time we have left with some yoga. So we're gonna get started here with our warm-up. No weights needed for our warm-up. Start my timer. So we're gonna start with just a slow lateral lunge. Not getting super deep, we're just warming up, and then we're gonna add our arms, a bit of a big arm circle or windmill here. Oh, I see you guys keep going. I see somebody send me a message. Somebody might have trouble hearing me. Oh, Aspen can't hear me. I think you need to turn on the audio at your end. Keep going with your side steps or your side lunges and your arm circles. I'm just gonna type to Aspen here. So Aspen can't hear me, but she said she's just gonna keep following along. Hopefully she can get her audio turned on there. So keep going with your side step arm circles. Another few seconds here, and then we're gonna come down onto our mat into a high plank. Taking your right leg, we're gonna step forward, coming up, raising your arms overhead, back down to a plank, other foot steps forward, coming on up, little back bend here. You can also drop your back knee down to the floor if that's more comfortable for you as you raise your arms up. Good. Nice and slow for starting out. Don't worry, we're going to be doing stuff like this a lot faster pretty soon. One more on each side. Losing my balance, it's okay. Then we're gonna come up to the end of our mat. We're gonna do 3 air squats and then come down into a bear crawl. So 1, 2, 3 squats, come forward so you're on all fours. When we do a bear crawl, it's like you're on all fours with your knees on the floor, and all you do is pick your knees up, moving opposite hand and leg at the same time. With a flat back, as you move forward to the end of your mat, stand up, turn around, 3 squats on this side, then down into our bear crawl again. Coming back up, keeping going back and forth. On the third one, nice and slow to start. One more going the other direction. Down. So come on up, facing forward, hands behind your head. We're gonna do standing elbow to knee. Get going a little bit faster once you start feeling nice and warm. So once we're done this 5-minute warm-up, I'm gonna go through and demo our first round of 6 exercises. You can either copy along with me or just do a standing march, any sort of movement, so you maintain your warm-up while I'm going through our first round of exercises. Getting going a little faster here. Big breaths. Make sure you're breathing. You can always drop your arms down or do a pull down with your arms. So our last one for our warm-up is going to be ground to sky jump. So coming with your legs wide, squatting down to touch the floor, jumping up to touch the ceiling. Trying to touch the ceiling. You can also take out the jump and just touch the floor, reach up. If you can keep that jump going, Let's do that with me. This is the last exercise of our warm-up. Kids are outside. Hopefully I don't have to run out there and mediate anything. I'm going to take out the jump for a minute. Did some yoga yesterday. My legs are sore from my yin yoga. It's not supposed to be that hard of a workout, but. Okay, so that's our warm-up. Grab a drink of water and either follow along like I said or do a standing march while I demo our first round of exercises. So our first exercise is a half burpee. So from a high plank position, nice solid plank. As always, whenever we're in our plank, tilting your pelvis under slightly to protect your low back. We're gonna jump or step our feet forward, coming up, hands off the floor, hands back down, back into the plank. You can also step, hands off, and step back. We're then gonna take our weight in our left hand, right leg is forward. We're gonna sink nice and low in a lunge, row with our one hand, shift our weight forward, kick back with the left leg. So you're using your glutes to get your heel up towards the sky. Straight back down into a lunge, row, up, kick back. Down and row, up, kick back. Then we're gonna keep a hold of our weight, come into a sumo squat. So our toes are pointing out wide, knees tracking over our toes. We're gonna try to hold ourselves down here in the sumo squat the whole time, holding our weight on either end. We're gonna do a bicep curl, to a shoulder press, bending at the elbows for a tricep extension, coming back down the way you went in. Takes a little bit of thinking here. Okay, then we're gonna set our weight aside. We're gonna do a long jump forward, the length of our mat, drop down and bear crawl backwards. So it's the same idea as in our warm-up. You're down on all fours, knees hovering just a little bit above the ground. I'll leave that door open so I can hear your brother. And then we're gonna bear crawl in reverse, which is a lot harder. So we're trying to move your opposite handed foot at the same time. So we're gonna jump the length of our mat, come down, bear crawl back, back up, jump forward. It's okay if you get a little messed up, just do your best. Then we're gonna do the lunge, row, and the kick back on the other side. Then our last one, we've done this before, is our plyo push-ups. So you might need to roll the mat up under your knees a bit if you're old like me. Likely from your knees, you can do these from your hand or from your toes as well. So we're gonna do a push-up and power off the floor. So your feet should come up off, or sorry, your hands come up off the floor, or just a regular knee push-up if that gets too challenging. So those are our 6 exercises. We're starting with our half burpee. So get yourself set up on your mat in a high plank position. Now I'm gonna start our timer. So on the buzzer, here we go. So jumping your feet forward, hands off the floor, and back. You can always step forward and step back if the jump is too much. Good, 10 seconds left. Trying to keep a flat back as you come up to get your hands off the floor, so getting your butt down low. Okay. Good, come on up. Grabbing your weight in your left hand, right leg is forward for a lunge with a row. So sinking low in your lunge, row, shift your weight forward, kick back. Straight back down to a lunge and row. Kick back. Maybe. Yeah, why don't you go downstairs and play for a bit? 10 seconds left here. You're giving me options? Yes. Good. So keeping hold of your weight. holding our sumo squat, so getting low. Bicep curl to a press and a tricep extension. Curl it up. Press. Dropping it behind your head. Keeping your abs in nice and tight. No swaying of your low back as you bring the weight up and overhead. Shoulders down away from your ears. Trying to stay low in your squat. If you need to come up, that's fine. Good, so sending your weight down into our long jumps with a bear crawl back. Trying to move the opposite hand in front at the same time. Don't worry about it if you get a little messed up. Here we go, big jump. Dropping down. Back up for a jump. Try to keep your back flat. Good. 10 seconds left. Whoop. Last one. Come on up. We do our lunge with a row on the other side. Weight is in your right hand. Left foot is forward. Sweating already. Dropping down. Row. Come up. Kick back. Back down for a row. If you start to get tired, don't go as low in your lunge. Just drop your foot down and row. Come up to a kick back. If you can keep that low lunge going, awesome. Okay, our last one in this cycle is a plyo push-up. So down on your knees, roll up your mat if you need to. Here we go. Solid push-up, pushing off the floor. You can also take it to just a regular push-up. Or a plyo push-up standing with your hands on the wall.
But what about our stuffy?
Last time we did these, I got a few messages from people about how sore their arms were. Last one. Good, so come on up into our half burpee now. We're starting again from the top. From a plank position. Here we go, jumping your feet forward, butt low. Hands off the floor. Keep it going. Remember, you can always step forward instead of jumping.
Okay, so follow me.
10 seconds left. Okay, come on up. Right leg is forward, weight in the left hand for our row with a kickback. Big breaths. Lending low. Row it up. Shifting your weight. Kick back.
Okay, I'm not going to repeat. Yeah. Okay, so let's go up. Knocking it down and then start climbing the toes up.
Remember, you can always stay a little bit higher in that lunge. Last second. One more. Good. Feet are wide in a sumo squat. Doing a bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension. Staying low if you can. Curl, press, dropping it behind you. Extend. Good. Back down the way you came up. Trying to stay low if you can. If your legs are tired, you can always come up a little higher. Abs are in tight. Good. 5 seconds left here. Are you guys fighting? Okay, into our long jump with a bear crawl. She hit you and you bit her. Wow. Jumping down, crawling back. Declan and I love enough. Yeah, I know. Why don't you go play downstairs on your own? Trying to move the opposite hand and foot at the same time. Back is flat. Last one. Good. Lunge with a row on the left side. Left foot is forward. Weight is in your right hand. Here we go, sinking low. Row it up. Shift your weight for a kickback. Dropping low if you can, or keep it high in the back for your lunge if your legs are getting tired. 5 seconds left here, and then we're into our plyo push-ups. Setting your weight aside, either a plyo push-up or just a regular push-up. Here we go. If you find you're pushing yourself backwards, it helps to have your feet up against a wall. Not to push against, but just to steady yourself so that you can't, so you're not sliding yourself backwards all the time. Keep it going, guys, 5 seconds. And then one more round from the top. Good, so we're going into our half burpee from a high plank position. Last 4 minutes of work here. Here we go, jumping feet forward, butt low, hands off the floor, and back. Keeping that pelvis tucked under in your plank, protecting your low back. If you're getting too much of a sway, step back and step back up. Last couple seconds. Good, grabbing your weight in your left hand. Right leg is forward. Declan, do not play with that. Put it down, thank you. Dropping low, row, shift your weight forward, kick back. Declan, can you come let Maddie in, please? Trying to get low in that lunge if you can. Do you hear me, bud?
No.
Pardon?
No.
Come on.
No.
Sinking low, good. Sumo squat with a bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension. Declan, I asked you to let Maddie in. So getting low if you can. Curl, press, tricep extension.
I'm coming up.
Okay. Declan, are you listening?
What?
Remember, if you don't listen, you can just go to your room. Keep it going. Try to stay low in that squat if you can. Last few seconds. Good. Long jump, bear crawl. Can you guys go down to your room then, please?
No.
So keep it going. Starting on the buzzer with your long jump. Let's go downstairs. Okay, well then, give me your toe. Big jump, dropping down, moving opposite hand and foot at the same time. Back up for a jump. Last time we have to do this one. Thank you. Second. Grabbing your weight in your right hand. Left leg is forward. Lunging low, row, shift your weight, kick back. Getting low in that lunge if you can.
What you did?
Okay, well be careful because you bit Isla really bad yesterday.
Give me your outie.
Good job, guys. 5 seconds left here. We have our plyo push-ups, and we'll take a break. Good, setting your weight aside. Last 30 away from that right now, please. No. Here we go. Last 30 seconds. Powering up if you can. Or just a straight push-up. Abs are in tight.
Come on here.
15 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna take mine just to a push-up. I'm starting to lose my form on my plyo push-ups.
Amazing.
Woo, that's our buzzer. Grab a drink of water. Have a bit of a walk around. Bring your heart rate down a little bit before we get into our next circuit.
Let us begin that. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Don't let your tower fall down. So, I know what to do. Where are your earbuds? What?
So this is still your guys' rest time. I'm just gonna demo our next round of exercises.
No, stop that.
So we're gonna start with mountain climbers into a tuck jump. So from a high plank position, we're gonna do 4 mountain climbers and then jump our feet forward, come up into a tuck jump, or just come up into a squat, or you can just stay down and do mountain climbers the whole time. So it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump my feet forward, tuck jump, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to take out the tuck jump, you can jump your feet forward, come up to a squat, and back down, or just stay in mountain climbers the whole time.
Okay.
Try the tuck. Isla, can you turn that light back on, please? I need that light on for the exercise. Isla? Thank you. So then into our deadlift swing. So it's like a kettlebell swing. If you're using a dumbbell, hold it lengthwise this way. Try not to hit any kids. So instead of the standard swing where you're getting it up really high, we're using just our hips to drive the weight forward. So we're gonna bend our knees with a flat back so the weight is hanging at about knee height. Then we're going to drive using our glutes. We're gonna drive our hips forward. So the swing comes entirely from the movement of your hips and your glutes, driving your hips forward, not at all from your arms. So the weight should come to maybe belly button height at about the highest. Give a really good clench of your glutes. Then we're gonna have the weights in our right hand. We're gonna kneel down. So your left knee is up, right knee is down. Weight is at your shoulder. We're going to, from here, press, hold it here, power off this front leg for a knee up. Coming back down, lower the weight, press, coming up, getting your balance, knee up, and back down. If it gets too challenging holding the weight, you can always just drop the weight and do it with just your body weight. Then setting our weight aside, we're going to do lateral jumps across our mat with 4 jabs. So jumping as far sideways as you can, getting low, 4 jabs, jumping other way, 4 jabs. Back and forth, getting our heart rates up. Then we're gonna do other sumo squats, so same setup as in the first circuit. So toes are wide, knees tracking over toes, thinking about pushing your knees out wide so we're not letting them cave in. Weights at your chest. We're gonna sink low, pivot 1 foot so you're facing one wall, staying low, come back to center, pivot the other way, back to center. We're gonna try to stay low the whole time, but you can, after your pivot, come back up before you go down and pivot the other side if you need to. And then our last one is the kneeling shoulder press on the other side. So press, coming up to stand, get your balance, knee up, back down, lower your weight. We're doing this slow. This is gonna be a slow movement so you get your balance. And this is a heavy weight for that, so do the best you can. So we're gonna start down on our mat, into our mat with our mountain climbers, into either a tuck jump, 4 mountain climbers to a tuck jump, a squat, or just stay down and just do mountain climbers the whole 30 seconds. So get yourself set up and we're gonna get started on the buzzer. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump your feet forward, tuck jump if you can, Back into a plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tucked up if you can. Go at your own pace. Remember, you can take it to a squat. Last 5 seconds. Good. Come on up into our deadlift swing. Holding your weight lengthwise, feet are wide, knees slightly bent, back flat. Driving your hips and or using sort of your glutes to drive your hips forward. You should be feeling this in your butt. Work up your weight. Try not to hit any kids. 10 seconds left. Getting a good clench to drive those hips forward. It's not a big movement. Good, so coming down to kneel. Weight is in your right hand, left knee is up. Here we go, press, hold it up, stand, knee up, and back down, and lower. Press, knee up, and back down. Nice and slow and controlled. You can't do the standing knee up with the weight high. You can do a press, bring it back down to shoulder height, then stand and knee up. Good. Press. Good. Into our mat, our lateral jump with 4 jabs. Coming to one side of your mat, doing a big lateral jump. Squatting down, big jump, 4 jabs. Other way. Get the heart rate up a little bit here. Get going a little faster once you get the feel of it. Good. 10 seconds left. Big jump. Good. Into our sumo squat with a pivot. You can always drop the weight. Just do body weight for this one. Feet are wide. Sinking low. Pivot one way. Back to center. Pivot the other way. Trying to stay low the whole time. 10 seconds left. And we're doing our kneeling shoulder press with a knee up on the other side. Last few seconds. Stay down here if you can. Weight is in your left hand. Bring it up to your shoulder. Here we go. Press. Get your balance. Stand up. Knee up. And back down. Lower your weight. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. I'm busy right now. Remember, you can always lower it back to your shoulder or your knee up. Awesome. Okay. That's awesome. So we're starting from the top with our 4 mountain climbers into a tuck jump. Declan, away from the camera, please, baby boy. Thank you. Here we go. Running them in. 2, 3, 4. Jumping forward. Tuck jump if you can. And back. Might get going a little slower. That's fine. Keep moving as fast as you can. 10 seconds. Don't have to hit any kids. Good, come on up into our deadlift swing. Holding the weight lengthwise. Knees bent, back flat. Declan, no. Stay off that chair, please. Thank you. Making sure you get a good clench of your glutes. Good drive your hips forward. Because you're supposed to stay away from the computer, right? Good. 5 seconds.
Go sit on this one. I'm just sit.
No thanks. Weight is in the right hand. Coming down onto your right knee. Left knee is up. Here we go. Press it up. Stand for a knee up. Back down and lower. This is a very challenging movement. Take it at your own pace. Using our core, our legs, our arms, everything in this movement. Last one. Good. Mat hop with 4 jabs. Jumping as far as you can laterally. 4 jabs with your arms. Big deep breaths. Here we go. Big jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. Keep it going. 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. Last few seconds. Good. Grabbing your weight. Doing a sumo squat with a pivot. You can drop your weight if you want to. Just do body weight as well. If you have your weight, just up at your chest. Here we go. Getting low. Pivot one way. Staying low in the center. Pivot the other way. You can, if you need to, come up in the middle. Try to stay low if you can. I'm slipping on my sweat on the floor. That's gross. Last 5 seconds. You got this, guys. This is a challenging circuit. Good. Weight is in your left hand. Kneeling down on your left knee. Weight up at your shoulder. Here we go. Press, stand, get your balance. Knee up, back down. Take out that knee up as well, if that's too challenging. Press, good. Knee up and down. Last one, here we go. Knee up and back down. Okay, last time through our circuit, 4 mountain climbers to a tuck jump. Or just an air squat. I know our legs are feeling jelly. Keep it going with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump your feet forward. Tuck jump if you can. Back down. Take it to a squat. If the jump is too much, we've only got 10 seconds left. Keep that jump going if you can. Last one. Here we go. And jump. Good. Into a deadlift swing. Right there, Isla. Knees bent, weight at knee height. Driving forward your hips with your glutes. Keep it going. I'll be right back. Back up, lock the door. Hurry up. Weight is in your right hand. Coming down onto your right knee for a kneeling shoulder press. Last time on this side. Press it up. Hold it up there if you can. Come to a knee up and back down. Lower the weight with control. Last time we're doing this one. Remember, you can always press, lower, then stand if it's too much to keep it overhead. Last few seconds. Press it up. Nice, good job. Our lateral jump with 4 jabs. Big deep breaths here, guys. 3 more exercises. We're almost done. Jumping to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Declan, you got to keep that out from under my feet, okay? Good, 10 seconds here. Keep breathing. Last one, good. Sumo squats with a pivot. With or without your weight. 2 more exercises, guys. Declan, I need that out of the way, thank you. 1 more minute of hard work here. Getting low, pivot, back to center, pivot. Staying low if you can. Push through. We're almost done. Isla, Declan was playing with that. You're gonna wait your turn, okay? So you can come and bring it back to him, please. Or you can go to your room if you're not gonna listen. Thank you. Isla. Isla Wren, now please. Good. Last one, kneel and shoulder press on the left side. Last 30 seconds, guys, you got this. Press it up, stand, get your balance, knee up, and back down. Nice and strong, solid arm. If you're holding that weight overhead, shoulders down, away from your ears. Five seconds. Keep it going strong. Woo. Great job, guys. Grab a drink of water. Have a walk around. We're going to get into 8 minutes of core, but we want our heart rates down before we get down onto our mat.
Mom, that was very good.
Were you?
No,
We're not quite done yet, though, bud.
but I want the best one.
Yeah, he wants to go outside.
No.
Yes, we can go out with him. Perfect. Doors come open. You won't go out on the deck with him. Okay, so for our core exercises, first one's going to be on our back. There's a zipper on the back of these shorts. It always hurts when I lay down. So we're going to start with our legs up high. You're going to have your head off the floor, looking towards your belly button. You're going to lower your legs as far as you can while still keeping your low back pressed from the floor. This is as far as I'm going to go. And then we're just going to hold here, pumping our arms up and down for 30 seconds. Then we're going to stay right where we are. Do alternating single leg raises. You can always drop your head back down onto the mat if you need to. Awesome. So then we're going to come into a high plank, and we're going to slowly walk our hands forward as far as we can without causing a sway in our lower back, and then walk ourselves back up. Okay, Declan, I'm doing exercise right now, so you're going to have to wait. Go back outside. So you're going to go as far out as you can. It's going to look different for everybody, making sure you don't get a sway in your lower back. Then we're going to take our weight. We're going to have our right knee up, holding our weight on either side. We're going to do what's called halos. So we're going to take the weight, we're going to go in a clockwise direction, and we're just going to move it around our head. So we're using our core to stabilize ourselves as we throw ourselves off balance by moving that around our head. Everything in our body is staying stationary except our hands that are moving. Then we're going to set our weight aside, coming back onto our backs. We're going to do windshield wipers. So legs are in the air again. You can do them either with straight legs or bent knees. We're dropping them side to side here. Or even just slightly bent knees, whatever works for you. Using your core and your oblique muscles to pull them back through center. I'm about going to hit my wall, so I just need to move my mat a little bit away from the wall there. Then our last exercise is going to be a bird dog hold. So we're going to extend, we're going to come on our hands and knees, extend our right arm and our left leg, and we're just going to hold here, keeping everything nice and level, back flat, hips level. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. If this isn't challenging enough for you, you can do little pulses up and down with your arm and leg. On the second round, we'll do the other side. So we're going to get set up here. We're doing our leg hover with our arm pumps. So come onto your back, Declan. Not right now, you have to wait till I'm done exercising because it's too loud, thank you. So coming onto your back. Legs are up high, looking at your belly button. Lower your legs as far as you can while keeping your low back on the mat, and then start pumping your arms once you find that spot. Going nice and quick with your arms. Good job. 10 seconds left. Make sure you're breathing. When we're done here, we're going into single leg lowers. So you can take a break for a second. Going back into that same position, but you can put your hands under your bum if that's easier to keep your low back nice and flat. Legs extended, looking at your belly button. Lowering one leg and the other. You can drop your head down if you need to. Try to keep your head up if you can. Keep breathing. You can bend your knees if you need to. Otherwise, keep them straight. Almost done. Good. Coming into a plank position. We're going to walk our hands forward as far as we can. You just wait your turn, okay? You have the crown, you can have the mask, and then you guys can switch. So coming in a plank, walking your hands forward as far as you can without causing a sway in your low back. Then walk your hands back to a high plank position. Isla, give one to Declan, please. And walk back. Coming to a little bit of a pause, both at your high plank and at your extended plank position. Good. Into our halos. So grabbing your weight, right knee is up. We're going to move in a clockwise direction, circling that weight around our heads, keeping every other part of your body completely still. Abs are in tight, making sure you're not swaying in your low back.
Okay, that one, is that good? No.
15 seconds left. Halfway done this, and then we're into our windshield wipers. Either bent knees or straight legs.
That one, I'm going up here.
Good. Bring that weight down, coming onto your back. Start with your legs at tabletop. And either, if you're gonna do straight legs, you might need your arms kind of out to the side to balance a little bit. I'm gonna bend my knees here a little. Big exhales as you bring your knees back up to center. Engaging those abs. Good.
Mom, I just want you to toy mouth costume.
Big exhales. Good. Coming over onto all fours. We're doing a bird dog hold. We're going to extend our right hand and our left leg. Pointing the toes of your left foot straight down to the floor to keep your hips level. Either just hold here or add some little pulses to make it a little bit more challenging. Good. Staying on this side the whole time. On the second round, we'll do the other side. Last 5 seconds, and we're going to start from the top with our leg hovers and arm pumps. So coming onto your back, legs overhead, your legs extended up. Straightening your legs, finding that spot that you can hold without having your back come off the floor, and start pumping your arms here. Looking towards your belly button, keeping those abs in tight. Last 5 seconds here, guys. You got this.
What if I want to clean and you want to put
Okay, take a little break here, and then we're going to our single leg raises. Hands can be under your bum. Legs up. Looking towards your belly button if you can. Alternating leg raises. If you need to drop your head down, that's fine. Halfway done. Last 5 seconds, guys. You got it. Keep it going. Good. Turning over into our high plank. Walking your hands forward as far as you can. Keeping that pelvis slightly tucked under. Walking forward, holding wherever you can get to without having your back arch. And then slowly walk yourself back to high plank. Pause there. Walk your hands back forward. 5 seconds left. Good. Grabbing your weights. We're doing our halos the other way. So left leg is up. We're going counterclockwise around our head this time. Here we go. Everything stays still, except your arms moving around your head. Using our core to stabilize ourselves. And everything nice and tight. Good. Windshield wipers are next. We have 5 seconds here. Okay, setting that weight aside. Coming onto your back. Bend or straight legs. Straight legs is very challenging and can be hard on your low back if you're not used to it. So make sure you choose whatever variation is right for you. Big exhale to bring your knees back up to center. Good, almost done. Last one is our bird dog. We're going to extend our left arm and right leg. Here we go, last 30 seconds. Making sure the toes on that right foot are pointing straight down towards the floor. If you want to make it more challenging, add the little pulses. Otherwise, just hold your arm and leg up. Keeping your hips level, back flat. Almost done here, guys, and we'll do some yoga.
Can you take this off?
Just a sec. Keep it going, almost done.
Activity completed.
That's it, guys, good job. So, grab a drink of water, get yourself set up here. We've got about 12, 13 minutes to do some yoga. What do you want the dress on?
Yeah. It's inside out.
Yeah, it's inside out. Okay, cool. Okay. Declan, what'd you do with my water? Can you bring it back to me, please?
No, it's not.
You're thirsty? Well, you have your own water. Can you go find mine, please?
That's fine.
Oh. That's okay. You can just go through that, okay? We'll get it later.
I'm getting up for happy day. And everyone's going to love it.
So we're going to start our yoga today, kneeling at the back of your mat. A comfortable position. Inhale as we extend our arms overhead. Exhale, bring your arms down, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Extending, getting a nice stretch through your biceps and chest here. Now keeping our hands clasped behind our back, we're going to lower our forehead down to the floor, allowing our arms to extend overhead. I see that. And back up to a kneeling position. Release the arms. Inhale as we raise our arms overhead. Exhale, we're going to take our right hand down to the floor. Left hand is going to connect the back of your head or top of your t-shirt.
Again, Raz, kids and athletics?
Stretch through the left side of the body.
Cool.
There's 3 people on.
Wow. Life-saving rats.
Yep.
Inhale as we come back up through center. Exhale to the other side. So left, Declan, please leave that off for the next few minutes. Left hand down to the floor. Right hand coming either to the back of your head. That's okay, or the top of your t-shirt. Stretching through the right side of the body.
You have to train the rats? Did you do any athletics, Millie?
Raise the arms overhead. We're going to extend forward into a child's pose. So if it's more comfortable for you, you can spread your knees out a little bit wide. Bringing your forehead to the floor, stretching your arms overhead.
You can take a break if you want to.
I'll say good morning.
We're going to shift our weight forward, coming into all fours. Extend our belly button down to the floor, arching our spine, looking up toward the ceiling.
That's
Looking
a
your
cat.
chin, looking at your
That's
belly
a
button,
cat.
pressing into the
That's a
floor.
cat.
Declan, just wait, okay? I'm almost done. That was a cat, yeah. One more time, dropping your belly button towards the floor, looking up,
That's a cat, Mom.
and then rounding through your back, looking towards your belly button.
Oh, that's a kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming back to table, now you're gonna walk your hands forward about a foot, come down onto your elbows.
That's a fish. That's a
Now I want you to think about dropping your chest down towards the floor. You can either keep your forehead on the floor here, or you can lift your head to look towards the front of your mat, getting a stretch into our upper back here.
Mom, I ride you.
If you're looking forward towards the front of your mat, come back down, rest your forehead on your mat, and tucking your toes under, press back into a down dog. Bicycling your legs, bending one knee and then the other here to stretch into your calves. Pressing both feet down towards the floor. We're gonna raise our right leg up towards the ceiling and step it through between your hands. Dropping your left knee down to the floor. Raising your arms overhead into a low lunge. You can either stay here, or you can place your hand on your knee or your hand on your low back to press your hips a little bit more forward, stretching into the hip flexor on the left leg. Sinking down low here. Exhale, try to sink just a little bit deeper into the stretch. Releasing your hands down to the floor, shifting your weight back, pushing your hips back into a half split, letting your toes coming off the floor, dropping your chest down towards your thigh, stretching into the hamstring on the right leg. Try to think about pulling your right hip back and pushing your left hip forward just a little bit to keep your hips level. Shifting your weight forward, back into your low lunge. Hands on either side of your foot. I'm going to take your left hand nice and close into your right foot, extending your right arm towards the ceiling for a little spinal twist. Releasing that right hand back down to the floor, tucking your left toes under, coming into a high lunge, and stepping back to a plank, and press your hips up to a down dog. You can bicycle your legs here again. Now pressing both heels down towards the floor, left leg lifts up to the ceiling, step it through between your hands, dropping your right knee to the floor. Maintain your balance. Inhale as you raise your arms overhead. Again, you can either stay here or lower your hands to your knee or to your lower back to press your hips forward, stretching into the hip flexor on the right leg. Breathing here, thinking about releasing a little bit more into that hip flexor with every exhale. Dropping your hands to the mat, shifting your weight, pressing your hips back, letting your left toes come up off the mat, heels on the mat for a half split or a runner stretch on the left leg. About bringing your chest down towards your thigh.
Gold bars?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Millie.
Think about pulling your left hip back and pushing your right hip slightly forward to keep your hips level. Breathing here, relaxing into the hamstring, the back of the thigh on the left leg. One more breath here. Shifting your weight forward so you're back in your low lunge again. Bring your right hand close to your left foot. Left hand reaches up to the ceiling for a bit of a spinal twist in our low lunge. Bringing that left hand back down to the mat, tucking your right toes under in a high lunge, stepping back to plank, and pressing your hips up to the ceiling once again for down dog. Pressing both heels down towards the floor.
Let's see all the good stuff you've just been doing.
Bring your knees down to the mat. We're going to come to seated on our knees in about the middle of our mat. Bring our hands to the mat behind us, fingers pointed in towards your bum. You can either stay here. Isla, I'm busy right now, okay? You're just going to wait a few minutes. Pressing your chest up towards the ceiling and raising your hips up. Get a nice stretch all through the front of your body, into your quads, your abs, your chest, your shoulders. You can let your head hang if that's comfortable for you, or you can hold it looking up at the ceiling. I have to lift just a little higher. Coming back down. We're going to come to seated. Bring our left knee bent with our left heel nice and close to our right butt cheek. Crossing our right foot over. So our heel is nice and close. We're going to place our right hand behind us. Left hand reaches to the sky. We're going to pull that knee across our body, across the left side of our body, as we twist and look over our right shoulder. Getting a spinal twist here as well as a stretch into that right glute. I don't know what they call this in yoga. You tell me, what does it look like?
That looks like looking deer pose, looking at a princess.
Coming back to center, we're gonna switch our legs. So our right knee is bent with our right heel by our left butt cheek. Left foot is crossed over our right knee. Left hand behind us, right hand extend to the sky. And twist, pulling that knee across the body. We twist to look over the left shoulder.
I know.
Sometimes I don't care.
Yeah, because you can see the height difference.
Hey Mom, what if we talk to Shay for a little bit?
Couple more breaths here, guys.
I had a friend
Twisting just a little bit further.
Mommy, I got to watch a show and my dad told me there was a friend wanting to talk to me.
So just a minute, we're almost done. That maybe done in 1 minute, okay?
Her name was,
So releasing that, coming back to center,
her name was Charlotte.
sitting cross-legged, inhale as we bring our arms overhead. Exhale, bring our hands down onto the mat and slide ourselves forward. Any amount.
And then
Inhale to come back up, switching the cross of your legs, arms overhead. Exhale, bringing our hands down to the mat or the floor in front of us. And release forward any amount. Come on back to seated. Our workout for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Our next class is going to be Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. So hope to see you then. And I'm going to get our little coffee chat meeting open here in just a few minutes for anybody that wants to join us for a little chat. Thanks for coming. See you Wednesday. Coffee chat. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's nice.